Hello everyone, Darren McGarvey here. I am on the grounds of Gordonston, which is a very famous private school. Previous alumni of which include King Charles himself. I'm here on the first day of shooting on my 4th documentary film series, and we'll be broadcasting on BBC Two this time. And I just thought this would be a nice place to film my 5-minute spiel about further education, college. Now the thing is, sometimes when you talk about college and you tell the story of your college experience, the big impact it had on you, how it was the first time really you'd stepped back into society after a long period of adversity and marginalisation, then you tell that story in such a way that it's kind of subconsciously it's more about the college and more about letting people know about the benefits of college, and that's really important. But also sometimes it's easy to forget that you also need to, if you're going to say something, speak to the people who are in college right now, maybe who are wondering, how are things going to go. I remember when I was studying practical journalism at Glasgow Clyde, and I had days where I felt, really together, very confident. Felt like I knew what was happening, knew what I was doing. And then I would have real dips in that confidence. And I would always assess how I was doing based on whatever challenge I was actually facing in the moment. So if I had, just asked for so many deadline extensions that I'm surprised I haven't just been shot out of the college in a cannon, then I would be stressing about that and seeing that as the failure. So when I'm taking the inventory at the moment that I'm in college, I'm looking at all the things I'm not doing right. And that's important so we know how to do better. But what I've got a bit better at in life and what I wish I had started doing in college was recognising how much progress I had already seen by virtue of the fact I was even in college. That I took the time to apply, took the time to decide what I was going to do, went in regularly enough to establish myself in the community, in the institution, whatever you want to call it. Sorry for all the moving about. I don't have my production team around right now. For me to be in college and being constantly caught up in what I wasn't doing right, not really taking account of the fact that these were the first months and years of being drink and drug free, and what an amazing achievement that was. And all the other responsibilities outside of college that I gradually was getting better at dealing with. And so what I realise is actually sometimes we're so caught up in what we think we're not doing right in this moment, we don't zoom out to actually look at how far we've come. And I don't mean that in some kind of cliche self-help TED talk kind of way. That's really important, to see our difficulties in the broader perspective and context of generally moving in the right direction in life. And something that's great about good lecturers, good teachers, good educators is that they'll see that stuff as well and they'll point it out to us. So as I conclude this thing, I can safely say that when I was studying journalism many years ago, 10 years ago, I had no idea all the different turns that my life would take. But I can trace a lot of what I'm doing now back to taking that first single step back into education, back into further education, which for me was the right mix of learning and challenge with support and encouragement. So I'm very happy to be inducted in perhaps the most prestigious thing I've ever been inducted in, the Hall of Fame. And I wish you all well. and look out for all the stuff I'm doing, because it's a lot. And see, when you get to a point in future where you're doing all the things that you dreamed you would be doing, you'll still spot all the failures that you're guilty of in that as well. And that's when you start to realise that's just life. Take it easy. Ciao.